Look, if you're a black or brown business owner, then look, you need to be paying attention to this. In this video, I'm going to show you a new program opened up by BMO Harris and how you can be able to get approved up to a $50,000 line of credit so you can be able to invest more into your business and keep more cash out of your pocket. Let's get to it. Look, guys, as you know me, I dedicated this whole channel on showing entrepreneurs, business owners, how to be able to get access to capital to be able to invest more into our businesses. And I've come across this new program by BMO Harris called the Business Credit Card and Line of Credit for Black and Latinx businesses by BMO Harris. And for the people who are not familiar with BMO Harris, at this point, it is about Q4 of 2023. BMO is creating major waves in the banking industry right now. For all the people who don't know, I'm actually in California, and people who are in California, you may have heard of Bank of the West, right? Well, Bank of the West is no more. BMO has bought out Bank of the West, and now they are located now all around the country, right? They were highly based in the Midwest, starting all the way up until probably about a couple years ago. So look, BMO Harris is something that you should definitely be paying attention to, especially as they come on new programs like this. But look, I'm really excited to be able to show you a program like this because programs and opportunities like this are like a closing door. Once the door is closed, it's closed. Once the money's out, it's out. Right. So that's why I want to be able to get out this information as soon as possible so you guys could be able to take advantage of this and start being able to invest more into your businesses. So here's the major problem right now all throughout the United States is that nearly 20% of all U.S. small business owners are minority owned. Right. But according to the Fed Small Businesses 2022 report on firms owned by people of color, borrowers of color were about half as likely as white-owned applicant firms to receive all of the financing they sought. So what does that mean? That means that there has been a growing trend of black and brown business owners in the United States. However, black and brown business owners are still not getting access to the capital, still not getting opportunity to be able to grow and scale their own businesses. Right? And BMO Harris noticed this and they came up with the BMO Empower program. So let's look into it, y'all. Let's look into it. And I want to tell you guys, this Empower program generally is not a new program, right? The actual name is Zero Barriers to Business Program, and it initially started back in 2020, where they dedicated $300 million to be able to be lent out to small business owners owned by Black, Brown, Native, and women-owned businesses, right? However, at that point, it was only open or only available for 2 states, which was Indiana and Illinois. As of recently, as of 2023, they have just expanded the program to a 2.0 program and now expanded to over 22 states, right? So now you might be asking, are you in one of those 22 states? As of Q4 of 2023, here are all the 22 states that are qualified for our BMO Zero Barriers to Business program. So now at this point, they have dedicated over $500 million for Black and brown small business owners. You might be asking, why are they doing this? So the aim of the program is to support communities that have historically and systematically been left behind when it comes to opportunities and capital to be able to grow businesses, right? And now BMO Harris wants to be part of the solution. And according to the website, they've been doing all right. Since their launch in 2020, they've already approved over $80 million of small business loans, funded over 3,400 small businesses, and provided more than 800 hours of educational webinars and business literacy workshops to be able to support the community. So look, this opportunity, it's out there. So now it's on us to be able to put ourselves in position to be able to get this information, to be able to act on it, right? So now let's talk about the different aspects of this program. So there's different aspects of this program. The first and most popular is the access to capital. Business owners are able to get approved up to $50,000 in a line of credit. But the second aspect of it is the business and finance education, right? Because what sense does it make to get approved for all this money and all this capital, but not know how to be able to use it wisely, right? So as a part of this program, they're offering one-on-one coaching. They offer a free 30-minute session with business coaches. And on the website, it wasn't very clear about what the coaching would be about, but we could assume it's about how to be able to structure your business, how to be able to structure your credit report, and how to be able to be an overall better applicant when applying for different types of funding like this. Also, they have different business plan templates, because what sense does it make to be able to start a business and don't have a plan to be able to make money, right? So they give out different templates for that. Educational resources, as we talked about before, they're giving out different in-person workshops, online webinars. Now people have no excuse not to know how to be able to use the funding that they get approved for. So now let's dive deeper into the capital that we're going to be able to get. Right, as we said, you're able to get a revolving business line of credit up to $50,000. That is either in a business line of credit or a business credit card, right? And you only have to pay interest on what you borrow, right? And that's the definition of a line of credit. Also, for people who qualify for the program, you also get a discount on the interest rate, a 0.25% discount if you're able to set up automatic payments with your BMO business bank account. Also, you're going to get improved access to funding with our specialized lending criteria. And we're going to talk about the requirements of what you need to be able to get approved for that momentarily. All right, let's talk about the $50,000 line of credit. As we said, it could either be in business credit card or an actual line of credit. Look, if you've been following me for a while, you understand that I'm a big fan of business credit cards, especially the 0% interest ones. And it's a great thing because BMO Harris actually has two different 0% interest business credit cards. So if you actually go to the BMO website, go to, let me show you how to be able to do it. So let's go to BMO website. You're going to go to the business tab. You're going to go to credit cards, and you're going to go to credit cards for businesses. Click on that, and it's going to have the actual options you're going to be able to see. Let's go ahead and click on it. One of the first cards that you're going to see is the BMO Business Platinum Rewards card. You're going to be able to get up to 5 points for every dollar spent, 5 points for every dollar spent on internet phone services, 4 points for every dollar spent on office supplies and printing, earn 3 points for every dollar spent on gas, earn 2 points for every dollar spent on eligible dining purchases. Rewards is cool. Be able to get gift cards, be able to fly for free, all that jazz and everything of the sort. However, as business owners, I think our first priority is to be able to invest in our businesses. And what sense does it make to be able to pay interest when we don't have to, right? So that's why I like using low interest or 0% interest business credit cards. So they have the BMO Business Platinum credit card, 0% interest for a whole year and a half. So what does that mean? You do not have to pay any type of interest. You only have to pay the minimum amount on this business credit card, only on what you borrow from it. So let's just say you get approved for a $20,000 business credit card at 0%. You borrow $10,000 of it. You only have to pay typically 1 to 2% minimum amount every single month. So now let me ask you this, whatever business you are in, whether you're a real estate investor, whether you own an e-commerce store, whether you own a in-home inspection business. If you invest $10,000 in your business, can you afford to put 1 to 2%? Let's just say 2% on the more aggressive side. So 2% of 10,000 is $200. Can you invest $10,000 in your business and at least pay $200 a month? If you can't afford to pay $200 after investing $10,000 in your business, you do not need to be watching this video right now. You need to be working on how you're going to be able to make money in your business. All right. So look, BMO Business Platinum credit card, 0% interest for 18 months. Amazing opportunity. Understand that this is not free money. Interest rates will skyrocket to 17 to 26% after a year and a half. So our plan is to be able to invest the money that we get from this card to be able to produce an income to not only pay back BMO, but also be able to pay back ourselves. As we said, a $50,000 business line of credit is also an option. When it comes to this $50,000, you can either do a $25,000 business credit card plus a $25,000 business line of credit, or you can do a $10,000 business credit card and a $40,000 line of credit. You get the gist. However you want to line it up, however you want to combine it, you can do whatever you want as long as it stays at $50,000. So now let's talk about the requirements. First of all, you need to be a customer of BMO. The easiest way to be able to build a relationship and to be able to be a customer of a bank or a lender is to be able to get a bank account. In order to be able to get approved for this, you need at least to be able to open up a personal or a business bank account. Go into the branch, open up an account, deposit some money. It doesn't need to be thousands of dollars, but at least put a couple $100s in there. Also, you need to be able to be a business owner who identifies as Black or Latinx. That goes without saying, right? Now let's talk about specifically the business credit card requirement. So I did a little bit of research and figured out what is going to be required to be able to get approved. So the minimum credit score is going to be a 670 credit score on TransUnion. As we know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that it's not all about your credit score. It's about the data points on your credit report. Just in general, they say at least a 670 credit score. But look, if you got a 670, you probably don't need to be applying for this. If you do get approved, it's probably going to be $10,000, $15,000 altogether. You might as well spend the time to be able to build out your credit, whether you need to be delete the charge-offs, collections, bankruptcies off your credit report, and get to at least a 720 credit score on TransUnion. And then this would be a more viable option, right? As we said, no charge-offs, no derogatories, no delinquencies. Make sure you watch these videos on this channel to be able to learn how to be able to delete negative items like that. Hire a credit repair company, do it yourself. No excuse not to be able to have a clean credit report. Making sure our credit card utilization is under 50%. Also, of course, having an LLC and EIN, having some type of business entity, articles of organization, and then also having an EIN confirmation letter. When it comes to the business credit card, this is not a fully no-doc program as many other business credit cards out there. They may ask for 1 year in tax docs. If you are a brand new business, of course, they're not going to be asking for that. However, your business is over a year old, and depending on how strong your credit report is and how well your business is structured, they may ask for 1 year in tax docs. So be aware of that. So now let's talk about the business line of credit requirements. In addition to all the general requirements as being a customer and identifying as Black or Latinx, you need, of course, have the 670 credit score. 720 is highly suggested. No derogatories, no delinquencies, under 50% utilization. Here is going to be a little bit different. To be able to get approved for a line of credit, your business should be at least 2 years old. Of course, have an LLC, an EIN, or some type of business entity. It doesn't have to be an LLC. It could be a C Corp, something where you sign or you register with the Secretary of State, right? Sole prop is not going to work. LLC, C Corp. Also, the minimum annual revenue is $10,000. This is the special lending requirements that they're talking about, right? Minimum annual, this is not per month, this is per year. So now you're able to have that type of revenue. You need to be able to show that in 2 months of bank statements or 1 year of tax docs. So when you do apply for this line of credit, do not be surprised when they ask for proof of income for your business. So be able to make sure that at the end of the year, you file your taxes with your appropriate tax planner, be able to make sure you get that done. And then also they're going to be asking for proof of personal income. When it comes to different types of funding, lines of credit, business credit cards, one of the factors in the application they're going to be asking for is how much money you make outside of the business. When it comes to line of credit, be aware that they may be asking for a W-2, they might be asking for a 1099 pay stub, something to show that you actually make the money that you're putting on the application. But look, guys, if you want more information, want to do more studying about this program, I'm going to leave all the necessary links within the caption. If you found any type of value from this video, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the other side.